Is India the fastest growing large economy in the world? Yes. Does India have the largest number of undernourished people in the world? Yes, that's also right. Bizarre? Welcome to the India of 2024, when it is the fifth largest economy in the world, the fourth largest in agriculture production, but also has the largest number of undernourished people in the world. If the key characteristic of a superpower is to dabble in the affairs of other countries worldwide, like the US and China do with their military, financial, and tech power, India isn't there. We are not a big bully like the US or China. But given our robust economy and the GDP size, we can at least keep our citizens well fed, if not straddle the world like a colossus. Sadly, we seem unable to do even that. The 2024 Global Hunger Index ranks India at 105 out of 127 countries, putting us in the category of nations with serious level of hunger. Most of our neighbors are ranked far better than us. Sri Lanka is at 56, Nepal 68, Myanmar 74 and Bangladesh 84, all of them coming in the category of moderate hunger levels. India shares the 105th rank with Uganda. We don't want to be bracketed with Uganda on the hunger index, right? But that's where we are. For Pakistan-obsessed Indians, there is a sunny spot in the rankings. Pakistan comes at 109th place, behind us. And the tailenders are Somalia, South Sudan and Burundi. Behind mere rankings, there is something that should shake us up. The Wire highlighted that. Globally, highest number of undernourished people are in India. In hard numbers, 195 million undernourished Indians. That's the largest group of undernourished people in the world. If all of them were to be a nation, it would make the 8th most populated country in the world, nearly equal to the population of Brazil. The government of India isn't happy with the ranking. Global Hunger Index does not reflect India's true picture, should not be taken at face value, says government. The reason the government says is that of the 4 parameters of calculating the hunger index, only undernourishment is directly related to hunger. We may disagree, but there are some important data that the hunger index reveals. 35.5% of Indian children under 5 are stunted, meaning their height is less than what it should be at age 5. 18.7% of Indian children are wasted, meaning they are too thin or too weak for their age. 13.7% of the total population of India are undernourished, and 2.9% of India's children do not live to see their 5th birthday. These figures are important because they show how India is losing its biggest potential, the demographic dividend. Because to earn a livelihood, one needs energy to work and be productive. And that energy comes from nutritious food that fuels the body. Having the world's largest number of youth promises the world's largest demographic dividend. But if children are undernourished, stunted and wasted, that promise will not be fulfilled. The biggest irony of India's large-scale undernourishment is that it is happening at a time when our agriculture production is booming and grain warehouses overflowing. India's food production is setting new records each year. 316 million tons in 2021-22, 330 million tons in 22-23, and 332 million tons in 23-24. Each year, a new record. To get that food to the people, we have enacted the National Food Security Act. We have the public distribution system, the Antyodaya Anna Yojana, and the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana. But after all that, we have 195 million undernourished Indians, and 56% of our population, or 790 million Indians, cannot afford a healthy diet. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge targeted the government, saying India is the Vishwaguru in hunger. Political comments aside, we should at least be able to ensure that our food producers, the farmers, are adequately nourished. Food policy analyst Devendra Sharma commented in BizBuzz recently, while food availability is not a concern, what is more important is to work out a mechanism where agriculture and nutritional security is linked in a manner that assures a living income for farmers. Are we a superpower? No. Are we super poor? Also no. There are those like Pakistan, Somalia and Burundi behind us. Can we do better than leave nearly 200 million people undernourished? Yes, we must. For more on India's record food production and undernourishment existing side by side, you can also see my TEDx talk on India's food puzzle. Let me sign off with the stories of two Indian women who have made international imprints this week. Shubha Tole of the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research is the president-elect of the International Brain Research Organization. She is the first scientist from a developing country to be the IBRO president. And India's women's football team captain Ashalata Devi from Manipur played her 100th international match for India this week, the first Indian woman to do so. Nourish them, and we have a nation of world beaters.